All right. We're back. We're back, and things do seem to have stabilized. Let me make sure we're back on YouTube as well. I think we're back. I think it's a different VOD, though. So, sorry to the VOD watchers, but we are in the middle of a Tribule run. Let's see if I can remember what we're doing. What we are doing is struggling to survive after we lost our retrigger effect. So we're going to need to roll down here. Probably start working towards 4 of a kind. Because that's where we actually have base molts. But without a retrigger effect, we're not very strong. This could be something. It's not. No. I need a strength. Oh my god. Help. We go one more roll here. Okay. We might be dead. Do I send it or try and get the 4 of a kind? I think we go for the 4 of a kind. Wonder if the full house is any good. It's a lower starting point, but it gives me a lot more doublings. Let's fish for one more king. We hit. Still don't know if this is going to be enough is the problem. Ooh. I need more kings, I need more deck fixing. Just take kings. Got 6 of them now. That money is huge as well. Okay. This might be where we start to get some momentum. That could help as well. Thank you for the donation. Let's see how many kings we get by throwing away hands before we... Before we consider the... Okay, so we can do this now. Tiny Mare, thank you for the sub. Why do people keep randomly typing 07 at a point where we've already like seen what we're capable of? Picked up a Diamond King, we wouldn't have played a 5th King anyway. Like, we've seen the score before, we got stronger since then. Oh my god, it's back.
Hey Roffle, you've completely taken over my For You page and for good reason. Love the good attitude and great content. Keep up the great work and don't let the trolls get to ya.
I think maybe one of those things is probably true, that I've taken up the recommended feed. But glad you're enjoying the content, Potato. Thank you for the kind words. And thank you for the super chat. Hail, thank you for the gifted sub. Seltzer is actually just huge and probably saves me again. This is not enhanced. Okay. I'd still like to be leaning towards playing 4 of a kind, but it's kind of a nightmare. We've got kings set up. Oh god, the seltzer. Forgot. Still probably want to unlock 5 of a kind. Holy, $23? Surely that means we find a sock, right? Like, honestly, at this point, I'd settle for a Chad. $16 is less than 20. Still just take it though, right? 7 hands.
Thalia and Melpomene got a clutch up.
One, two, three, four, five. That gets me through. I don't like that it's perishable, but it does win the run. Wait, it more than wins the run. We're fine. Maybe I don't even need it? What if I sell out of it because it is perishable and just look for a clean version of it? Right, because I have the seltzer. The seltzer gives me enough hands to get through to win the run. It's really greedy and explicitly only for the sake of trying to go endless. The concern is that this is a really bad boss blind for me. Yeah, the redundancy for the heart is the reason to keep it. So let's just save our money and roll after we get through here. This is a really good draw. Because now we can get through. Before we could lose, which has happened to me before, if it just ping-pong back and forth between Seltzer and a Triboulet every hand. Now if it hits the Seltzer, we still have the Sock and Buskin. And then we can just sell out of it after the run is won. Okay.
I have to admit, I like your funny men Roffle man. Don't remember how I found you, but glad to have stuck around to see you live for once.
Hey, I appreciate that, Akolai. Thank you for the kind words and super chat. Why would you do this to me?
Well met.
NT Sinclair, thank you for the prime. I think we can probably get by with the flush with this particular hand. because we have the double retrigger. And I want to limit the number of hands that I am playing. Alright. That was a scrap... Come on, man. Scrappy Tribulate setup.
Well met.
Ducker Quaxon. Thank you for the prime. Alright, I'm gonna sell this. So that we have some potential to pick it up again.
What did I say? When Roffle says it's scary, he wins. Told you so.
Yeah, that's what happened, is... This is a completely normal and not at all stressful run. Why don't I just listen to chat? They know what they're talking about. Clearly, this run wins everything.
This run has potential, I can feel it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that potential has just immediately dried up. So we need two things for us to happen here now. We need to find a Luchador, and then we need to find the sock, so we need two uncommon jokers out of this mix. That is neither. Come on, man. You're just rubbing it in at this point. Edge. We do have the credit card that could help me get there. Flush house. Would an uncommon skip ever be worth? I'm about to die. I need to see shops. Marco, thank you for the 3 months. How did he not pick the gigaest of chads? Well, because I have a functional brain, and I saw what was not only on the Joker, but upcoming. So it needs to be Luchador first. And we have died. That's a shame. What can replace Spritz? Nothing, I'm dead. I was always going to be dead at this moment. But also Sock and Buskin was the thing that we were rolling for the entirety of this run. Alright. It's fine. That was between the restarting of the stream and whatnot, that was not gonna make for a functional tuber anyway, so. Alright, Zodiac deck. It's a good full house.
Well met.
Always sad to see a Baron die.
There were no Barons.
We needed Rey Mysterio has left for vacation.
It's true. It's true. When he needed him the most, he was nowhere to be seen, just like John Cena. Okay. And Splash is kind of a bad Joker, but it's holographic, so. I don't even, like, why am I digging for a hand, right? It doesn't matter. It's just wasting everybody's time. Just play everything that isn't a club. That'll be kind of nice when we get rid of the blue joker, or when the blue joker dies. But it's not great at the moment. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. What if we go for the Midas Mask combo? It's probably not going to happen. And even if it does happen, it's not very strong, but it could be fun. Check in here first. Buy this, buy this. Then Temperance. Discarding 4s. Uh-oh. Problem is we only have 10 molt. Okay, please let me live here. Ooh, okay, we're rolling down hard. We need some molt. Oh! Okay. That's molt. Maybe we don't have to roll down that hard. Pluto. Mercury good too. Scary face. We do need chips. Okay. We got something going. Gourmand looks like a Dorito chip kind of guy. You mean delicious? Probably haven't picked this up yet. Thanks, satellites. Need a straight. This is so stupid. I don't have Venus. Suddenly that's earning me $6. Kind of hate that that's rental. Hey, welcome, Pluck. Rental steals $3 from us at the end of round. That costs $1 to buy. We don't need that. Okay. Boy, we are just scraping by right now. Surely that means there's a vampire in here somewhere, right? Nope. Let's just level up Pear some more. I don't think we actually have a Jupiter. So that's now up to $8. That's pretty good. Mime, not what we need. Mars, also not what we need. Mercury is what we need. Face cards are drawn face down. Fortunately, that doesn't really matter for a guy like me. Nothing is sellable in my Joker roster right now. So I think I just have to part ways with this. Easy. Not so easy. Apparently there's 3 queens in there. Nepgoon. So now we've maximized the satellite with the hands that we've unlocked so far. We do have a lot of levels in Pair. Not sure what that's meant to do, but we have it. I guess it helps with the fortune teller. Which if we're playing towards the fortune teller, something's gone horribly wrong. Holy! I'll tell you what's not going wrong is that lucky card. Have we encountered the plant yet? Nope. But I did last run with a Triboulet, and then I died. So. Nice. Let's find the vampire. Look who's back, and still bad. you play Constellation? I would happily take any multiplicative option here, which is what we've been looking for several antes now, but they need to show up first. Tail and stone cards are face cards now? Well, because of the Pareidolia. Okay, I should have taken the Chad.
I think I've hawked my last two arc considering Brian won't say them together anymore. Today is a sad day for man, the machines are taking over.
No, it's a massive, massive relief for most of us. Thank you. You kind of want both of these. Thank you, home team. Which, like, should mean getting out of the fortune teller, or getting out of the splash. So I think it actually has to be. Do something like this. Wait, I needed to get the lad active first. We've already faced the diamond boss. No, Square Man, no! Square just needs 4 cards. Doesn't matter whether they're scored or not. The constellation, or the satellite is back. I think we passed the club boss as well. I don't know. Just kind of randomly pressing buttons here to get the fortune teller better.
Been watching your VODs on YouTube for a couple months now, and this is the first stream I have had time to stop in for. Thanks for the content, Roffle.
I appreciate that, the Only Gamer. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the kind words as well. Glad you're enjoying the content. There is just a good hand right now. Told you. Look, we haven't found the Midas Mask combo yet, but you better believe me when I tell you we'll burn everything down in order to get it. Without hesitation. I will throw this run in the trash can. Zaddy Boy, thank you for the super chat. All right. Hello.
Why do the antis scale so much quicker after 9? Was this on purpose?
I imagine so, yeah, just because, like, otherwise the run would go on forever, right? So I think it's like a soft cap on most runs, especially on higher stakes. Which I think is fine. Most roguelikes have something similar.
Is it more enjoyable for you to play standing up?
Sometimes, yeah. I don't think it's a big difference either way for me. Really seems to be a big deal for some chatters, though. Temperance. Go in here in case we get a fool first. I have been unsuccessful.
Well met.
Starmie, thank you for the prime. Woof. Alright, it's not looking good for the combo. Unfortunately, you can't just, like, assemble a combo because you want to on gold stake runs. Jeez. We can get a lot of wheel hits, at least. Gold stake is where the fun really is at. I mean, I agree, or at least because it forces variety, because you can't just, like, spawn the jokers that you want like you can on white stake. By, like, getting more money as well as just, like, having the game be more forgiving. Welcome, Cool. There are some boss blinds that would be a problem for me. That is absolutely one of them. We are going to lose to that at present.
So we're starting the new year like this?
How else? Probably could replace the photograph and the smiley face. And that might give me a chance.
Almost 2.5 years into 2025 here, and I'm really happy Roffle is still streaming Balatro.
Impressive.
Just
that you're that far in.
Jimbo's driver's license expires next month on the 24th. Does it stop giving X3 mult after that date?
I hope not, because I'm kind of relying on it right now. But that is a good look. Also, we got Jimbo's age. We can dox him in real time, find his house. I mean, I guess a hanging Chad could potentially get me there as well and justify keeping the photograph around a little bit longer. But, like, we definitely need something, right? I'm currently just Giga die to the Violent Vessel. It's a violent death. That would be nice if I weren't about to die. Banana is too late. I'm older than that Joker. Old. Wait. Oh no.
So far, 2025 is not better. Sorry for the spoiler.
Wait, why would you do that? I was looking forward to it. I got my tickets and everything. Thank you, Manor.
If it stops giving ×3 mult, you should just have this issue resolved between local thunk and your local DMV.
Well, nobody wants to have to go to the Well, here's the thing. If you do get stuck going to the DMV, you could always just, like, take your phone with Balatro on it and play there. Just don't pick up driver's license until, you know, after you get it resolved. Help. Help.
Knowing the DMV, they would put you in a separate long line for using your phone in line.
Yeah. What, the two hands shaking meme, and it's amusement parks and the DMV making you stand in line all day. Thank you, Yeti Dog. Look, if we were stronger, we could take the popcorn and get the sticker on it, but we're barely hanging on to win right now. This could help, especially if we find that Giga Chad. Baron. Honestly? Oh no. I have 8 kings. The worst Baron of all time I do it? This is very far from the worst Baron of all time. The question is, what do we sell? I think okay. Hear me out. What if it's the fortune teller? Because this happens before the Baron, this happens after the Baron. If we're relying on the Baron, it's got to be you that goes. You glass one king, it's GG. How does glassing a king help me with the Baron? I would be better served glassing anything other than a king. I'm doing it. Okay, now you go. Okay, I think we can get there. No endless potential, but yeah, exactly. We burned down the house to beat the ante, but holy. Okay. So this is 1.5 to the third right now. I want to make sure I at least have a pair. Right? This high card is not a good starting point. How was my 3 of a kind? 3 of a kind is fine. I think we just play 1 3 of a kind here. What's 1.5 to the third? That's got to be higher than 3, right? Yeah, it's barely higher than 3. Should have taken the popcorn SMH. I would have died if I did that, so I'm glad I didn't. This is 1.5 to the 6? Well, no. The blueprint represents 1.5 to the third. That's like saying this is times 9. But it's just times 3. I think we send this hand. And then use our discards when we need them. Like here. We don't actually need to. This is an insane draw. Now there's no question that the blueprint is good here. But this is truly a Pog Baron Pog save. And now the run dies in Endless. How wouldn't that be ×9? Because we're not talking about what it is together. We're talking about what the blueprint represents. The blueprint represents ×3. It did. It did. Thank you, Zaddy. Like, why would we... When we're evaluating a single Joker, why would we combine two Jokers?
Baron, Pog Baron for the win.
It's true. It's true. Baron can be good, but not in every context. Fortunately, that was one of those contexts where it did help us out. All right, new run. We have no endless potential here because we're out of money. We had to roll down. That was a really good save at the end, though. Painted deck. Investment tag. All right. Painted deck moment. My highest score is like 14 billion. Can never get past that. I mean, if you wanted to, I'm sure you could. Depends on if that is in line with your goals or not. With the money that we have, I think we can do a campfire run here. Oh, okay. We just need one good flat mult Joker.
Yay, like the one card deck you did. That would be it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Zaddy boy. Eternal Mime that does nothing, Pog? Yes. There are people that are unironically pogging over it right now. Even though it would be still very bad. We've got... It doesn't matter either way. We've got the same straight draw. This run could have no money and 2 useless Eternals and died before the NT2 boss? It's true, it could. Instead, it has 1 Eternal and 1 very strong Joker alongside it. Can hang on to that. It might just be self-fodder for the campfire eventually, though. I'm just trying to see if I can hit a straight on this before we sell out of it. I don't need more chips here. Do this and maybe farm some pairs. Maybe not this pair specifically. Okay. You know what? Fine. Just play the stupid sexy straight. High card. Okay, that's a lot easier to farm. I don't want either of those. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a world where I sell out of the runner and take a constellation or an Ankh here, because it would have been funny. High card. Just need a 5. I don't want to risk it too much. I don't know what... I wasn't paying enough attention to what we're scoring here. Yeah. Oh! Well, should have paid more attention.
First time catching a stream here. Love your stuff so much. You're the GOAT.
No, I'm a person. I'm a human being. Though I have been known to rifle around in the garbage for food. Thank you, though, Mint. You don't need to pay attention? I mean, I kind of do in that instance because it costs me money. Bright and early. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate that. Okay. You. Just need a 9. Should have kept those aces, I guess. This is awkward.
If you rifle around in the garbage, does that mean the raccoon chases you with a shovel?
Sometimes, yeah. That's why I had to get him back. Thank you, Zephyr. Okay. So I have 4 4s, 2 aces, 4 9s. Either way, I need a 9, right? I think I should take the low end because that's more like that's open-ended and more like I have more of each, right? There are 8 outs here versus 6 the other way. Annoying that we have extra hands. Like, I'm pretty sure with that many outs, we're all but guaranteed to draw one. Cool. Walter, thank you for the bits. Like a re-roll voucher. What are you on, high card? Okay, we might be able to farm that. We might unintentionally be forced to farm that again. Flaccid Shrimp, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for the bits though, or the super chat. Isn't John Connor the dad from Roseanne? No, it's a character from Alien vs. Predator.
Hi Roffle. First time super chatter here. I've seen a number of your videos which help my attention span, but in all of those videos I've gathered one thing. You must be the biggest A7X fan in the world.
I don't think you've been paying full attention to that, but thank you, bright and early.
With the new year.
Thank you, testing 1 2 3. I can confirm that went through successfully. Thank you for the kind words. All right, how hard do we farm here? We're already baiting engagement on that John Connor comment. It's just way too easy. Tim, thank you for the membership. Sock my buskin. No, thank you. More hand size. Wait, that's my flat mult joker. We found it? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Guess we might as well go for the high end straight.
Thought it was super cool when I found out the address on mail-in rebate was Seinfeld's apartment from the show. Happy New Manium.
Thank you, DT. I always forget that as well. I'm glad that it's a public figure that we've doxed. Like Mr. Jerry Seinfeld. It's not funny. Don't laugh. Thank you, though, DT. Like, maybe we don't stay in the red card. Because it is kind of expensive when paired with a campfire. So if we can get more levels on Saturn, that would be ideal. Like, the upside is that it does give me flexibility on the hands that I play if I manage to fail to draw.
I found it very interesting that if you look at misprint when you are in a round, you can see that Roffle is getting sick of all of these A7X jokes.
Okay, that might be the best A7X meme yet. This is money, so we just take all of the money so that we can burn it down with the campfire. There we go. I was gonna sue if there was no molt there. Okay, I don't think we're sticking with the red card necessarily, because that's a lot of molt from just getting Saturn. You can still farm it for a little bit here. But I would also like to find a clearance. Nope. A clearance sale. Three, I need you. There's way too many of you. Probably just get out of the jack as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Goodbye. Oh man, I can't tell you how bad I wanted you to show up several rounds ago. I could have been a contender. Honestly, because of the way that Saturn scales, we probably could pick that up and still win the run, but I like making the runner go burr. Six. It's too many threes, too many twos. Just probably get rid of all the twos. Play the one with the lucky card in it. Let's see how hard we can edge these. Gross. Not the edging, the jokers. I guess we sell one just so that we have an inventory slot open. I didn't need to. Let's hold here. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. Appreciate that, DJ. Credible voucher for this situation. And it scales by 0.5, right? So after 5 rounds is better than runner? Well, yeah, it's not the whether or not long-term it'll be better than runner. It's like surviving, selling the runner. It's not the long-term that was the reason we passed on it. It's the short-term.
Well met.
Buffalex gifted a tier 1 sub to DJ Wars 1. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
I appreciate that, Buffalex. This is way too many jacks. Especially if we're edging. 10, Jack, Queen, King. No, that's fine. We just get to scale the runner some more. This is why Belatra is PG or Peggy 18 plus. True. It's my fault. I'm sorry, chat. That's probably enough on the campfire for this ante. Chat, did you know that misprint allows you to see the top card of your deck? No one has ever told me that before. Nine. I kind of want the 2. I appreciate that, meatball. The 2 is important for getting me back to the interest threshold.
Are there any films you're quite looking forward to next year?
Well, not next year, but I do want to go see Nosferatu. Because I have not yet had the opportunity to. But I don't see a lot of movies. Full disclosure. But that's one that I will go see. Thank you, though, Walter. All right, we're doing a really good job of like metering out the campfire, so that we're not overspending on it. So my econ still isn't in a great spot because the red card's kind of doing nothing. It continues to do nothing. I appreciate the 21, but the community is who raised all of that, not me.
The way for local thunk to get the Peggy rating down to what it was before is to just add in-app purchases to get more money for your run, because that incentives real gambling, which is so much better than loosely referencing poker, right?
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, that's got to be the strat. Just take the FIFA angle. Thank you, Yeti Dog, and thank you, Abutu, for the donation. Appreciate that. I think we skip here. I mean, red card isn't good right now, but what are you gonna do? We got 2x. Let's roll once here. You're gone. Oh, good lord. That's a problem.
Well met.
Smolder, thank you for the 5 months. There are ways through that. Let's get some practice in. Let's see what this looks like. And how much work we need to do on the campfire. Okay. That's demoralizing. It's still possible. Might be cooked? No, we can do this. Banana is unironically quite good in this scenario. So is a hermit. Okay, let's do a test stand again. What does a full house look like? Four of those? Not quite. I think we can still get there with some aggressive spending here. Oh, no. I'll just find the Cavendish then.
Not that any sane person would use this, but if you sell a brainstorm/blueprint while it is copying a cola or luchador, it will enact the cola/luchador's on sell effect.
Is that true? It doesn't say incompatible? That is news to me. And could be a certified stonks moment. Let's roll once more here. So we're kind of in this halfway point. Unfortunately, this like undoes all of the work that we had done in the past to keep things relatively sane. That's not good enough. All right. Let's discard everything that isn't the straight and then only play that straight if we have to. That's kind of not the hit I wanted, actually. I have to commit here. So here's the problem. I have to take a risk here no matter what. I don't win if I get my money set to 0. So I have to take the risk that we get through without setting my money to 0, because if I get my money set to 0, I lose no matter what. So I have to take the gamble that maybe we pick something up. I don't think we did. I think we die. But it was absolutely the right call. I needed another enhanced card, maybe. Like, to hit the 4s. 9s over 4s maybe got me there. But this is the right play. It just didn't work out. It was very close. That first hand might have been the actual throw. the first hand was kind of doo-doo. I could have used that as a discard instead. Right call to make? Yeah, it's not even, like, a question as to whether or not that was the right decision. It just doesn't... Sometimes the right decision doesn't work out. You had a full house first hand and you didn't play 2-pair. Well, yeah, because I didn't want to break up the straight in case I needed it. But then I hit the money shot and that changed things. You see, unlike chatters, I make decisions not based on hindsight.
Well met.
And information that I can't possibly have at the time. The bus from Speed, thank you for the prime. Isn't that one movie with John Wick? Yes, it absolutely is. How often do you take blank on gold stake? Pretty rarely. Only when my econ is properly sorted out. And even then, depends on my relative strength for the antes. Because it's not like a good use of your money in most situations. So basically when I'm in a situation where I can afford to be irresponsible. Because it's an irresponsible purchase. Probably sell you for interest. Very funny that the actor Keanu Reeves is canon to the Sonic movies. No, you've got that backwards. John Wick is the actor, Keanu Reeves is the character. From The Matrix. Jonah, thank you for the membership. I was kind of hoping to pick up the obelisk previously, so I'm glad that it came back around. So we got to start farming that. Kind of want this for after the obelisk pivot. Gonna need to replace the abstract joker soon as well. That's something. Hopefully. It's nothing. I'm gonna sell you immediately because I would love another abstract to come around. Might roll for it. Will you ever do a skips, tags, or voucher tier list? Well, the skips and tags would be easy because it's simply investment tag S tier on ante 1. Literally everything else extremely situational. And almost never. So it'd basically be the one tag would be almost always if it's ante 1. Everything else would be almost never. So there it is. There's the video. It's not a good pickup here, but Okay, we just got misprinted. I hope. I didn't want to discard there. That's actually stupid because of the blue joker. We're dead? That's a shame. Oh my god, misprint. A +2 there? I'll skip for the $25 after boss on Anti-1 whenever I see it. What kind of a maniac would say that? What? That's... You're just repeating my words back to me? This is catastrophic. How could I let myself play 2 hands on this deck? No. We can't take this. We're on plasma deck. Wait, so all other tags are useless? Nope, that is not what I said. That was a waste of money. Said they are very, very situational. There are situations where you might take them, but most of the time you'd rather see a shot. And take the interest. Immolate me? Cool. This is gonna be a funny start. Let's see Paul Allen's business card. Am I right, chat? Oh, that's some point scoring. Well, this could be it. This will be money positive for sure. Kinda need the point scoring from those two. These are bad. And I should feel bad for being so bad. Yeah, same number of each. Little Hink. Thank you for the bits. Why didn't we do the Hex then duplicate? Because it wasn't good. Immolate was the best choice. Hex doesn't do much for me at this stage. And, like, Immolate, great for deck fixing? It's not deck fixing, it's $20. Immediately getting interest capped is extraordinarily strong. So I took the extraordinarily strong thing then, there, because it was like the best possible outcome out of that pack. And then just took the Onk because that was funny and probably the second best thing. This gets me a lot of chips early. I'm just kind of like trying to find direction at this point. That's not it. Emulate that early is legit like an extra 30 to 40 bucks over the run on top of the 20. It's so good, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly why we took it, but because of interest compounds. Like it's... not even close. Much better it was than the other options in that scenario. It is going to make it hard to make straights, though. So maybe we just take our 50 chips from the runner. Unfortunate. The problem with the emulate, again, is that it's potentially going to make straights a little bit more challenging to build towards, but with the runner, it's still probably worth doing. Okay. Pretty good. Maybe we should have sold a Joker there. It's probably time to get out of the riffraff, in fact. It's because the money is kind of costly. Pretty good. This could be the rare chips on plasma deck angle. Especially if we're able to farm enough Saturns. Nope. Probably does want to be that. Don't like the tag though. This is like one of the ideal jokers for making that shift from chips to molt. Monkey Magic, thank you for the prem. Eternal Roundel is kind of oof, but it'll do. Well, I mean, a big part of why it will do is because of the immolate early, right? Like I wouldn't have the money that I currently have without that. So like that's the single thing that's making that a viable option. Jesus. Getting hermits is also pretty good. Nice. If there's X chips cards, but I guess that would be OP. Times molt and times chips are the same thing. I guess not necessarily on the cards, and obviously not on plasma deck, but on any other run, they are identical. Let's hold back our rerolls. How many fives are we looking at? 4 of them still? Let's read. Because that blue seal is quite important. We hit. Start killing the kings. I don't know why I still have the business card, to be honest with you, but we do. Don't really want a strength. Let's see if we can get a hallucination hit. My god. Alright, let's see what's in here, then make a decision. Okay. I think we all know what that means. Is it worth greeting here? Means we take hiker and go full chips? Exactly, yeah. Still have one king. Could also hit an 8 and a 9. Then there is a world where I kind of just want to juice high card so that we're not committed to playing straights for the rest of this run once we go hologram mode. They're slightly different. It's easier to get more base chips, but other than that, no, they're identical, as the pop key has demonstrated. Because of the timing of when the multiplication happens, because times molt jokers are always going last, so there's whether you consider them multiplying the chips or the molt, it's the same thing. Let's cut the low end, since we have Giga Chad potential. Here's an idea, though. Yep. This is the idea. We have gotten 0 hits on the hologram so far, by the way. Okay, just had to complain. More blue seal. More money. I'd love to take a card sharp. I don't think I can take 2 eternal rentals, though. Gross. That's a magic trick, though. And that's a hermit, my god. More plutonium. Let's take this. Beautiful. Time for the pivot.
Well met.
Frank Dare, thank you for the prime. Hologram X mults triggers before the balance, right? Yep. That's why I said the exception to the times chips versus times molt was the plasma deck. Just save our money for when we... I mean... Could do a Pareidolia. What's up next? No repeat hand types? Okay. Probably gonna need to throw some glass here. Found it. Let's do this first, so that we can try and find a second blue seal. We hit. Is magic trick only good with holo? Is there any other context for it? Generally just, like, I only take magic trick with hologram. But if you get it with a hologram, it's very good. So, it's unfortunately not very good in many other situations. It's good for adding cards to use in death for the late game. I would not recommend that strategy in any situation. No. It also makes it harder to find death in that context because you're crowding your shops. I've had many, many, many deep runs with glass cards and never once had an issue with running out of cards. Really, really good to get a red seal with a photograph. Okay, we're gonna need glass again for that boss blind. So let's not spend it here. I might need to like find... yeah. Like I might need to find a justice in the shop because we're not certainly going to get through there and get the glass every... And we do have a pretty small deck, so it's likely to happen, but very far from guaranteed. I don't like this. I have 0 face cards, let alone the glass ones. We're dead. Wait. It is slightly better. Jonathan, thank you for the membership. But I don't think it's enough still. Oh! It was enough. That's a pretty big deal. Even if it's like worse than the hanging chad, it's still helpful for getting us through here. What are we discarding? Aces again? Where were you? Where were you? Gave me a heart attack, man. I should have just played out of hand there, in fact. The problem now is that we're poor. Discarding jacks. Let's see if we can gather one more jack. Success. Getting our econ somewhat back under control. Unfortunately, I did have to skip 2 standard packs for the hologram, though. That felt pretty bad. Phenomenal. There's a lot of steel in that, too. Discarding 9s. Probably not even worth opening those, actually, with how limited my econ is when I have so many blue seals. Oh. I guess the steel helps a lot, or maybe actually the juice on the hologram helps a lot. Violent Vessel. No 7s. Let's do this to get the money off of it. And then we simply play this because it scores a whole lot of points. I guess I might as well discard for the blue seals, though. I can't discard for the 7s, obviously, because I'm out of discards now. But I do have blue seals. Alright. We're finally getting this run off the ground. That was a scary moment on that needle as well. Hello? Wait, isn't that the same? Where have I seen you before? Look. No, we just need this. Not discarding anything here, so we're just looking to find base cards and blue seals. Steel is helpful as well. Unlucky. What if we go for the money shot? Unlucky. Okay. I mean, I have to take them, but they're kind of gross. Now we're talking. How much glass do we even have? 2 pieces? I don't think it's worth the money right now. Easy. Got some endless potential here. This is a weird high card run. I guess it didn't start as a high card run. Is probably why it's so weird. How many 9s? 4? Make it fewer than that. Let's take a peek in here first. Oof. Horrendous. Take a lap. Is there anything worth discarding for here, or do we just send it? I guess there's more gold cards. This is worth.
Well met.
Storm Rider, thank you for the 6 months in advance. Jeez, it's quite the commitment. Thank you so much. Yep. So realistically, what are we looking for here? Another multiplicative Jonkler? Why am I still opening? Well, rewarded, but why am I still opening these? A Baron would go kind of crazy. Pog crazy, even. I should have bought the extra inventory slot for all these Plutos. Constellation could be fine. Yeah, this should have been bought sooner. I want to find the blue seals. So I'm going to give a throwaway hand here. Fine. So without any improvement. Crazy, thank you for the prime. Without any improvement, we probably have one more anti in us after this one. If we play enough glass. Let's just maybe find a little late. But we do have this now. And we have a lot of blue seals. You're welcome, Wolf. Appreciate that. It's a little late. Might as well make more kings for some reason. But I forget how much, like, even a single piece of steel makes a huge difference on plasma deck just because of the squaring effect. Oh my god. This constellation is actually kind of popping in a very short amount of time. Yep. Well, maybe I should have just taken the steel, actually. There's a blue seal card in there. Okay. Jesus. Alright, we are all set up for the poggest Baron of all time. We just need to draw it. Or find it. You're welcome, Jeffrey. Venus? It's too late for seed money. This is probably our last ante. Now we need Perkio. That would be good if I wanted a Joker that did nothing for me. Which chat, to be fair, often wants to see. For some reason. Even a Mime would be good. We don't have that much steel, unfortunately. So I don't know that it would outpace a Hanging Chad right now. Should be dropping Chad for Baron. It might actually be Constellation if we can't get it up much higher. But I think it's unlikely that we find the Baron anyway. Perkio, 6 Sense, Cryptid, Barton, Mime. The 6 Sense would be Pog. I agree. It would do about as much as the Perkio. Oh, welcome, Viper. Look, I know I'm second monitor content, chat, but like, it helps if you're gonna comment on the where the direction of the run if you like pay a little bit of attention. Hoping for another blue seal here. Maybe a hieroglyph could give me time to not only find some more stuff, but like scale the jokers. Nope, we're dead. $7 whole. Incredible. No T rolling. Do you mean re-rolling? What would I re-roll? Why would I re-roll beyond? What? It's kind of an unfortunate boss blind. Maybe we can get a few billion if we get enough steel. These are not the voucher we're looking for, though. This is bad order. That Jupiter is a punish. It could have been something else like a Pluto if I had opened my packs in the right order. Same thing here. It's a lot of investment we just spent. I think a brainstorm on the photograph is the play here. With all the retriggers, that'll go kind of crazy. On photo and not Chad, yeah. We have like our baseline, if you have a hanging Chad and a photograph, you want to copy the photograph. But you bring a sock into the mix and you really want to prioritize the photograph. So, unfortunately, we just kind of wasted a lot of money into that, but it did help us get through. Guess we don't need to roll. I think we probably are fine here. Especially with these draws. Might be able to get away with no glass. Let's actually do one glass first. Three times two with brain on photo, or 5 times 2 with it on Chad. Yeah. It's like it's not as simple with a in most situations with a photograph and a Chad because of like the might be a world where we need to farm some money now that we spent. But because like it's disproportionate, right? There are 2 triggers for hanging Chad and only 1 for photograph. There are some instances on like other copying for retriggering point scoring effects where you don't just like naturally balance the jokers. You still have to consider the number of triggers that are happening. I think I need to just make sure that I hit a money shot right now. Like, sincerely. That's okay. Excellent. I wonder if we can get by with a, without any glass here. So we did get significantly stronger. Still can. No need to risk a glass. I don't need to because I did draw the steal, but I'm going to just for the sake of safety. And we lost it immediately. That's unfortunate. Now with the glass, again the math changes because that acts as a scoring opportunity. But I don't know if it like because we have so many more retrigger effects, I still think even in a situation with glass we want you're way too late. We want the photograph. Okay, this boss blind is kind of nasty, so I'm just gonna send out the Jack and pray. Cool. At least we kept the steel one in hand. Do you die next standing without any improvements? Nope. Or at least not if we draw reasonably well. Well, now we do. But not because we didn't get stronger. Maybe we've... Like, I can't even take a luchador. Or we just die. So, I think we just kind of die. You die next ante without any improvements. Yes, but we don't make it to next ante, so it doesn't actually matter. So for director's cut, we've already seen the voucher. There's no hope. We're simply dead. That's fine. Runs die. I think you get enough score for this if it's glass. Fortunately, or rather unfortunately, we already know that that's not the case. We don't have to guess. It is been demonstrated already. Finn the Gamer, thank you for the prime. Yeah, the only thing that can save us is a negative luchador. We know we're dead. Whether or not we play glass. Because we're losing not only the doubling here, which, like, we need the glass to get through most of the time anyway. We're losing the doubling here. We're losing a retrigger on the sock. We don't get the copy effect done properly. Like, we're just dead. It's not... It's okay. But there's no, like, question about it. We took the run as far as we were able to. It's a good run. I don't need blue seals. I need to find glass. Hi, welcome, Cyber. Might not make it even to the boss blind for it to matter. Does a glass ace work? Probably, yeah. Yeah, we're pretty far off there. We just, I mean, that's the consequence of a hologram, right? Lucky card didn't trigger once. I don't think it would have mattered that much. We needed it to be glass is the main thing, or to have more steel in hand. I just, like, my glass kind of broke pretty aggressively. Oh. Sometimes, man. Sometimes I will do my best to clearly articulate the situation that we are in. And I'll get a question that just makes me think, am I speaking a different language? Anyway, that's probably a good place to end it. Got some stuff to do for the new year. Hope you all have a wonderful new year. And we'll be back tomorrow. Might be a little bit of a later start, kind of like we had today. Thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate it, everyone stopping by. Hope you enjoy your New Year's if you haven't hit 2025 yet. And for those of you that already have, Happy New Year. Videos will go up as usual. That means a little over a couple hours from now. Thanks for watching. And be safe as well. All right, everybody here on